today is my birthday. What was my birthday 1 hour ago? It was over. But yeah, the cake that I posted on the community post was, maybe you cannot hear me. Lol. It was amazing, by the way, if you're wondering. If you're not wondering, the cake was amazing. So we're here to talk about Helloleesh. And I just opened YouTube and I saw a video from Adam 40 minutes ago, a video from Paige. I'm gonna wait to, after this, I'm going to listen to the Paige video because I think it's necessary to give her support after everything she went through. So yeah, I'm here to talk about the new Helloleesh video, which was posted, I believe, like 30 minutes after I posted my last video. Which thank you so much to all the new people who joined after the video. Thank you so much to everyone who left a comment. I read all your comments. So thank you so much and let's go. Okay, so my computer burned because sorry, this is so unprofessional. I threw accidentally a whole freaking glass of coffee on it and it's gone. So we're going to do it in the old way. We're going to do it in the unprofessional way, okay? So we're going to watch, this is the advertisement, lol. Okay, so we're going to do this in the old-fashioned way. I can do that with the phone too. Maybe I can do that with the phone. Would be better if I just go with this. Nah, let's go with the iPad. So yeah, we're going to listen to her video, which was posted 1 day ago. Yeah, as soon as I published my video, I saw this video like 30 minutes was posted 30 minutes before. I was like, oh damn, because in my video I said I really hope that this is the last video that I make on this, and it seems that there's this passion towards this argument and she's just not going to drop it, which fair, you can say your piece, but is this worth it? Also I saw some posts, let me check it on the Reddit. I saw some of her stories that she posted where she was talking about content creator, like commentary channels, talking about this and not letting this thing go. And I was like, dude, you're doing the same thing. Also, you are a commentary channel at this point. Even if she was talking a lot about mostly Gabbie, Hanna, I'm pretty sure you are by definition a commentary channel at this point. So what are we talking about? Is this a race or something? I'm looking on the Reddit. Okay, yeah, this is the post on Instagram stories, and it says the YouTube commentary space is so fake, and the fact that I can explain to you why is proof. Huh? If you see me engaging with it this weekend, slap me on the wrist. I meant to enjoy this season. Only this weekend though? What about all the past 4 weekends, 5 weekends now? So I don't know the game that she's trying to play. 1 day ago, by the way. So I'm pretty sure she posted this after the video. I don't understand her takes and her overall way of thinking. It's really weird. Also if you cannot prove something, what are we doing? But yeah, either way, I'm going to speed this video up a little bit, otherwise my attention span will go.
Hi there. I was not going to delude myself into believing that I could turn.
Yeah, I think I can do too.
this into a short. I'm not concise enough to be able to do that. Just thinking about my community post the other night. 9 pages? Girl. It's the muckers, I always start there. It's also girl. 9 pages? It's like, yeah, I have a lot to say. Are you new here? If you are, then you should be making claims about me. But anyway, so I want to clear up a couple things, namely, like, just straight up, mostly the Kodee Tyler aspect of the story. And I'm not going to pretend that it's not for the muckers, because they are the ones who are making claims, but I think the reason I decided to get on camera was more for the people who are like your everyday netizens who are hearing about the story and might want a little bit of clarity around this sort of thing. Like I heard about a video that an old friend of mine, or a friend that I used to have, made where I haven't seen it yet, but I heard that she was pretty understanding of the situation, but it was like the Kodee Tyler part of it that didn't quite make sense. And so I thought for people like that, they do deserve for me to get on camera. Now, if there are any muckers out there who are like, hey, I've been looking for the answers to these questions too, and you're gonna put down your pitchforks and actually just accept it, then awesome. But that's not what I expect. I do find muckers to be one-on-one, because I talked to a couple of you in DMs, one-on-one, lovely people, smart, understand how logic works. In groups, you guys are crazy making. Like, and some might say don't admit that sort of thing to you guys, but you are. And it's
Okay, this is one of the most, I don't know if maybe I'm missing something, but I'm really thorough with the things that I do, the things that I talk. Before talking about something, almost every time, I go and do researches. Most of all, also if I'm talking about like relationships through people, amongst people. And the same thing I did when I was talking about Jen, when I was talking about page Christie situation. I always go and read comments and read, because I don't want to give out the the idea of being one-sided, because again, as I said, I do follow I can make a freaking list, honestly. I do follow religiously. I watch all the vlogs from Peter Monn every day, and sometimes like today I also went and watched like his vlogs from, I don't know, 2 years ago, something. Beautiful. If you want to feel like you're chatting with a friend or a friend is chatting with you, perfect. I do follow Fat Sajak, I do follow Paige Christie, I do follow Adam McIntyre, I do follow Vangelina, I do follow Gavin now. I follow a lot of people, so I don't understand if there are some things that I don't like from one of these people. I'm going to say it. One thing that I'm going to say it. One thing that I don't like, but because of what I am, honestly, as a person, and also because I think that sometime doing this thing that I'm going to tell you in a second can be perceived as immature and can give you out the wrong idea of you, like you're doing everything right. In this case, I'm talking about Adam. You're doing everything right. Your chain of thoughts, your actions are perfect. And I'm talking about the exposing of everything that Jen was doing. People, I did the same thing. People are on his side because that was harassment. Honestly, that was ableism. Was horrible. Go watch the other videos. You will find a whole playlist here below. Something that I don't like that he does, and it's not the first time that he does that, is to call people names, in the sense that nicknaming people, which is something that I don't like because it feels a little bit immature, in my opinion. But honestly, I get it. When you go, like, I'm pretty sure it has been like 4 months, was maybe April when it all started, maybe a little bit before too. When you go like 1 month after another, people coming from you and using your image, public image, for rage baiting and for gaining success, like Joshua David Evans, and there was another person that I don't know, Harry something, I don't know. I didn't saw those videos, by the way. And then Dent, and then Gabbie Hanna. Gabbie Hanna was at the beginning of the year, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, she came for him too. Like, dude, at a certain point, I understand that you are so, like, you have it till here. You are like, dude, enough. I'm sick and tired of this. People are taking advantage of me, and so therefore you answer with this kind of, besides showing out how these people actually behave and talk and what they do, their actions, you're actually so full of this that you also rename people. I can understand that. I do not like it personally, but again, as I said, I'm not one-sided. I don't know him. I don't know any one of these commentary channels. I do like their takes. I do like to hear other people's opinion. So I don't understand why every single time that these people makes, and I'm talking about her, I'm talking about the sixth person, Spence, whatever was their name, the Dent of it all, the Alyssa, whatever. I don't understand why every time, the Kodee Tyler, I don't understand why every time they come for Adam, because, and I'm pretty sure they know how much Adam is grateful for his audience and for the people that are on his side. That I don't know, that do they do this kind of things in order to instill, these are just opinion, speculations, allegations, do they do this kind of, do they use this pattern of like placing the idea in these people's mind, like, oh yeah, but Adam is actually bad, relating on the fact that maybe these people one day from now to 10 years, I don't know, will actually turn their back against Adam? Do they do this because they want people to actually turn quickly their back on Adam? I don't understand why. I don't really want. I also, it's pretty stupid, in my opinion, to come for muckers when you should know that when a fandom is pretty strong, such as the one from Adam, you should also know that every time you come for a fandom, these people will come. I don't want to say they will come for you, because again, as I was saying, the comments under everything are so freaking polite. They do ask for explanation, they do ask for like, or they are there to underline all the things that in this case Helloleesh did wrong, all the things that do not make sense, because a lot of times first she says something and then she go back on something else, and then she makes a lot of circles with words, and you need to understand all the and I understand because I have ADHD too, but there are people actually calling out everything in the comments. That we read the Gabbie take on Helloleesh. There were freaking timestamps. Like there's something that these people do not like. They say people come from me. Do they come for you in the sense that they want a conversation with you, like they want explanation for you? Is that coming for you, demanding explanation, since you make like think 1 hour think piece every time? I think that's fair. I think this keeps the conversation going in some way. So I don't know. I don't understand this.
It's mean. It's nasty. It's cruel. Some have told you that it's harassment. You argue that it's not. It's just feedback. But it's like, this is all over feedback that was given to Adam. So what are we even talking about here? Than that in here. Yeah. So whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is you do, whatever it is that Adam signals for you to do, you guys are relentless at it. And I don't want to say anything too mean because I want you to hear me out. But
wait, it's too fast. Maybe people won't understand properly. Also, I hope, let me just check if you can actually hear, because otherwise, yeah, you can hear it. The one-sided comment, I don't understand. Demanding clarifications. There were a lot. Why they weren't saying the same thing when Jen came, and there were people from all the fandoms going through into the Jen Dance comments saying, I'm a mucker, I'm from Peter Monn, I'm from Fat Sajak, I'm from Evangelina, I'm on your side, we do support you. Like, why they come for the fandoms just when they actually do become controversial people? Because you are controversial if you don't clarify, you come forward for anything, even for a freaking fart. You didn't make a video You're making a video for Kodee Tyler. You cannot make a video. You didn't make a video for the gender situation, all the comments, the disgusting comments. You didn't know about what the comments, fair, good, amazing. When people send you, because I'm pretty sure people did it, send you the doc and send you the screenshot, whatever. As a friend and as a public person who makes think pieces, you should have known better. You should have known. So I don't understand when people say they're coming, they're harassing me. Maybe between those alleged harasser, there are also people who are your actual fans demanding for explanation for your friend's action. A friend that you many times defended publicly. So I'm pretty sure that's just fair, in my opinion. I don't know.
So consider trying to do other things with your time than just existing in a fandom.
Oh, burn.
I also think that they pretend in groups, because again, one-on-one, you guys are great. But in groups, I think you pretend to believe things that just don't make sense.
Such as?
Like things that that I have secret friendships, or that I have the power to make droves of people hate Adam McIntyre and take down Adam McIntyre. But really mostly the part where it's like I have the...
Okay, I want to break down this because for people who didn't follow closely everything and didn't read all the comments, all the posts, whatever, first things first, she was she was the one coming and saying that she had informations on Adam, kind of saying without saying that she had informations about Adam and Swoop, and their time was up. She said it. We watched the video, by the way, so you can go back in the playlist and watch it. I believe it was the first video I reacted from Helloleesh. First. Second, people are coming for her in the comments, demand. I know that there are people who make up stories. And I said it in the last video. I'm pretty sure we are making this Kodee Tyler situation. I know that it's crazy. I know that it's terrible. It's disgusting for these people to side with this person, but I think we are making this Kodee Tyler situation bigger than it should be. In this situation, in this case, I think we should focus on the fact that Helloleesh still is not addressed. Besides the post where she said, yeah, I did kind of talked with Jen and I did kind of said that the things that she was doing were disgusting. That's it. One phrase, just one phrase. Which for me, it's kind of a joke at this point because we're making, again, 1 hour think pieces on the nothing. And people were in her comments saying, what's your relationship with Kodee Tyler? There were obviously, because people do what they want to do, public comments, this is how they works. But people were like, are you friends with this person? Since you're friends with Jen, are you friends with this person? Then people found her comment under a Kodee Tyler short video. I don't remember. So people were asking, sure, people do. Are you born yesterday? Like, it's 10 years that you are on YouTube. You should know that people make things up. Come on.
Power to make all these people hate Adam McIntyre. And if you want to know where that's coming from, it's coming from your friend Gavin. I don't know who Gavin is. I just know that he is most likely a creator because while I was not kept keeping up with the comments of my latest post, I did get notifications of this one person. Because if you don't know, when you're a YouTube creator, you have the YouTube Studio app, and then when a creator comments on your stuff, then you get notifications of that. So I turned those off. Thank you, Gavin, for reminding me to turn off my comments or the comment notifications. But yeah, it's specifically Gavin thinks that I have the power to make a lot of people hate Adam McIntyre. And I think that's just so funny because if I did, then I would probably make all of this go away. And if I did have the power but chose not to make all this go away, then I must be fucking Mother Teresa. It's just funny to me, kind of. Like, some of these things are just so ridiculous, especially...
Also to think that Gavin, I'm pretty sure he said what he commented under her post, knowing from what we read, Gavin's take, I'm pretty sure he didn't say you are trying to bring hate on Adam. I'm pretty sure about that. So also the shadiness, like the passive aggressive comment, like I'm 32. It's my first day being 32.
Especially if the things that come from Reddit. And that's nothing new. Reddit's always been ridiculous. It's the same as gossip, guru gossip, like all of those forums and stuff like that. It's toxic. But
on Reddit, I just saw people sharing her Instagram stories and maybe sharing their comment on the situation. Nothing different. Maybe I lost the people making things up, but I just saw the things that I showed you, people sharing. So things that she said, things that she posted. So
unfortunately, information makes its way to Reddit. Information from Reddit makes its way to YouTube, other forms of social media, and then and then basically falsehoods, lies end up, or just misunderstandings end up spreading. And so I do, like I said, I really mostly want to clear up some things for those people who come to me in good faith, which is not a lot of the people who are talking. So, but for now, like
I don't understand this. You should want to be here clearing things for yourself in order for you to have peace in your heart. Honestly, if one of my friends did what Jen did, I would be, besides the public scrutiny, because that happens either way. There are people scrutinizing everything you do, even the way you breathe, the way you talk, whatever. I will do that for me, first things first, because I would like to talk and to say my piece and to say what I stand for, what I stand against. Same thing this time with Kodee. I would do that for me. I won't do anything for other people, honestly, besides maybe friends or people that I support. So I don't understand what are we talking about here. I'm doing this for people.
Mucker told me to make a community post because I was putting a lot of my explanations into my IG stories, and so they said I would rather you put something into a community post instead of something that vanishes after 24 hours. I said okay, I did it. As far as I know, all the muckers have done is complain about that. So somebody said to make a video. We'll see what happens from here.
I'm pretty sure that people were complaining, besides the Instagram stories, who got obviously screenshotted, so don't worry, things do not, when you are a public figure, things usually don't disappear after 24 hours. This is a recall that I did, that I want to do on the disappearing and deleting everything from the internet. That's BS for me. But I'm pretty sure people were talking about the fact that in the community posts, things were a lot of confused thoughts, a lot of talk. First, things that she always do, honestly. First, she says something which, okay, fair, we stand with you on this, and then she goes backwards on that, and she changes kind of the opinion, or maybe that was her first opinion, but it's not easy at all to follow her chain of thoughts, even if it's written. Personally, I do am that kind of person. If I have a script, like this case, I don't have a script, and you can probably tell it. If I have a script, my chain of thoughts are more consistent, more easy to follow, I hope. When I don't have a script, I go all over the place. So it's weird, but we're not everybody is the same. So it's weird that making a community post written, it was more it was harder to read instead of a video. So maybe this is also why people wanted the video. But again, maybe people wanted a video because you do videos talking about situations, so it's natural.
I'm going to clear up a few things that I've heard from people outside the fandom, mostly, like I said, but I can't forever dedicate my time and energy to people who are dedicated to misunderstanding me. And I guess I kind of already said this, but it's just something to think about. It kind of really does ruin your integrity as a group and as individuals, but as a fandom and the integrity of the creator, when you do antagonize people like this in bad faith. And I think that some of you are probably acting in good faith and genuinely just want answers. But I think largely, there's a lot of mob mentality going on. We know that fandom culture is toxic, but a lot of these people are choosing to engage in it. Some people opt out of the title, but still engage in it. And I just think, eventually it's going to get to a point where you're just going to be ignored. Because nobody's going to buy that anything you're saying is valid, true, comes from a good place, something that you believe, that the things that you say, and I actually didn't write this down, but it's like, even in the moments where I'm trying to understand what I don't know about Adam's story, I have to question, You know, if they say, well, so and so is bad, okay, and what do they do? Okay, well, why am I taking my information from people who make up lies about me? And I think that's a really like.
Girl, do you have Google? If people say this person, are we talking about Kodee Tyler? Because there are actually proofs on YouTube where you can go and look, and they said it openly that they were acting out of selfishness. They were doing something because I don't remember if Colleen or Corey, did something to them. I'm pretty sure Corey, but then also Colleen. So they came forward with all the information for information that they had for 3 years, the screenshots and wherever, and they did expose everything out of spike, but covering everything with, I want to let people know that Adam was right. There are actually videos, there are actually live streams still online that you can check. So you don't need to take any one word. Also, is the dumbest phrase that I ever heard. Like, why else you believe people that lie? Nobody's telling you to do that. First things first, I think you have a brain. Second, I hope you have it. Second, you can go on Google and Google. You don't need to watch Adam's video. You don't need to watch anyone's video. You can just go and watch Codee's video. That they're up everywhere. You can also mute every time if you cannot find it, like only from Kodee. You can mute people when they give opinions and you just hear what he says. If we're talking about them, if we're talking about Colleen being bad, girl. And I know that you say Makar say girl, but girl is like a slang, you know. So girl, just, are we talking about Johnny? Are we talking about, who are we talking about? I don't understand.
Genuinely important question to ask all of ourselves. If I know, because only I know, right? You can make up things about me and you can say you think that I'm doing this or you heard that I did that. The only person who knows if it's true is me. So I am the person who is hearing, who might be asking for more context in these stories. And if I am being lied about, then I am not going to believe a mucker when they tell me a story. I'm not going, or not by default. I'm not by default going to believe you.
Nobody's asking you to do that.
I'm very...
Girl, nobody's asking you to do that. You go and do your freaking researches. Is this the kindergarten? What's this point?
Naive and trusting. But I'm starting to have to ask more questions than one should have to ask when being told stories, because I hear the way you talk about people you don't like, and I hear the way that...
Ask this question to Google. Also, I have this because my ears are cold. Sorry. I don't have anything inside.
Quickly lies are spun. So just keep that in mind, I guess. You're not going to listen to me. But when it happens, like I've said this before, when it happens, I'll be there to say I told you so. I'm not above that. But yeah, basically I'm hearing that the fans are convinced that I know the Kodee backstory, the Kodee Tyler backstory, and that me, Jen, and Kodee are conspiring to take Adam down, and that's why Adam hates me. And also Mucker told me, and if Adam believes that you are involved...
Nobody hates you. Talking about me, I don't hate people. Honestly, even the worst people on earth, I don't hate them. I don't know what I feel, but I don't hate them. Hate is consuming, it's not worthy. First. Second, people are just demanding answer, demanding explanations. So again, we're going in circle. I don't know if she does this in order to make a video longer, in order to game or try to make people stay, you know, like the clickbait things, like, and then the clickbait that it's in the title, maybe they address it at the end of the video. Opinions, speculations, allegations. I don't know, it feels like, because you could have addressed this in like a 10 minutes video, saying that you don't want to believe people on Adam's story. It's, in my opinion, really, really, really dumb, really, really, really childish. Like, I won't believe you. Like, you don't have freaking Google, or I don't know what you use, like Safari, Mozilla, Firefox, whatever you want to use. What are we talking about? And the fact that you're doing this video for people, not for yourself, to clear your name out of respect also for yourself, and the fact that the mockers have mob mentality just because they asked for an explanation, since you're making think pieces from the start. And also at this point, I'm pretty sure that it's a fair question to ask what's your involvement with these people, because you and Jen were going tandem talking about Adam and the Elisa and why he didn't do his researches, things that you still keep not doing, things that you still keep throwing in everyone's face. Like, I'm not doing this. I don't want to believe people. Do your research. It takes like 5 minutes, even less, if you go on, I don't know, Wikipedia, whatever.
With Kodee Tyler, he will hate you and he will be mean. And he can hate me. That's fine. I don't care for him to like me. It's not that I want people to like me. I'd rather somebody like me than hate me. But
also, again, I don't understand they don't like me, they hate me. Nobody's. I'm pretty sure that right now, besides the name calling that I said that I don't agree, that I don't like, I'm pretty sure that Adam is kind of pissed because Helloleesh is still, in my opinion, kind of using this for clout. Without acknowledging anything. She keeps talking about the mockers, she keeps talking about everything besides the important things, such as the Dent's comments, Dent's posts on Twitter, Dent's harassing and hate towards people, and the ableism comments. We are again talking about nothing, and it seems their favorite sport at this moment, to talk about the nothing instead of focusing on the important things. So from the beginning we're doing this, so I'm not surprised anymore.
I don't need you to like me.
I don't need you to like me
about something, but before I get to that, I don't need you to like me, and I don't want this to sound too mean, but the way that some of like Adam and some of his,
it sounds just, I don't need you to like me. We just need you to, if we need something from you, is to actually clear your name in some way. What?
Are coming at me like, girl, I don't know you. Okay. Or like, we don't want to know you, or he doesn't want to know you. So you guys aren't the popular table. We're not all trying to sit with you. It's fine. I would so rather.
But you're the one saying, I don't want you to like me. Who's that the popular? What is this, a contest of who's the more Regina Queen of it all?
Adam McIntyre not know who I am, but clearly he does. The real question is not whether or not Adam came to know me in 2026. The real question is, Adam, have you known of me and him? I don't know if you heard that. Okay, it's gonna be
beautiful.
okay.
I love thunders.
Did you know of me, and did you make up your mind about me in 2020? Because if I'm not mistaken, I've only made one video that touches on the Colleen Ballinger story, and it was as of 2020, and I don't remember what I said. The only specifics I remember are really around like the Mexican jokes that she's made, but I vaguely remember saying, like, kind of like everybody else, like, you know, in the scope of YouTube apologies, I guess this one's pretty decent or something like that. And I'm not saying this is the case. I'm saying this is what I've been told by ex-fans, is that I'm not saying this is the case. If there's more to it, I understand. But that
I said it already in my last video. I do remember, I couldn't find the video because otherwise I would have shown it. I do remember Adam addressing one of her video when she came back after a hiatus of some years, and she came back talking. She was on a chair. I don't remember wearing I think it was a pink dress, white dress, I don't remember. And she was talking about everything that Gabbie Hanna did to her behind the scenes. And I'm pretty sure Adam reacted to this video and he was appalled. He was obviously on her side because she was the victim of Gabbie Hanna. And I remember that. So I don't remember Adam saying, yeah, I know this person. Maybe he said something along the lines of, Helloleesh was involved in like the Gabbie Hanna fandom, or the fandom was against her. But again, he didn't know the whole story. He just watched which is something that happens daily. He watches video that people send him to react to. So I'm pretty sure he didn't know. Maybe he did like a kind of a quick research to know who you were related to Gabbie Hanna, but that's it. Honestly, in 2020, I wasn't following him, so I don't know what you're talking about. But again, you're saying that you don't know his story, but you actually know about Colleen. This is weird. So we're not talking about the important things again. So
It's like a
okay.
tick in the column anytime soon.
Also, wait. Why you don't believe people talking about Kodee Tyler being a bad person, but you do believe this ex-fan who said that Adam spoke badly about you without having proof? Otherwise, I'm pretty sure you would have showed the proof, or without giving you context to what he said, if ever he said something. Why are we choosing to believe one person over another? Make it make sense.
Video saying like Colleen made an okay apology in 2020, then that's a tick in the column of like what Adam considers his trauma and people who don't believe him or whatever. I don't ever remember like not believing him, but also don't remember the story all that well.
Okay, so
Yeah,
we're talking about nothing.
There's nothing wrong with that. What's wrong? What's inappropriate is name calling, false accusations, harassment, harassment too, but false accusations of harassment, and then knowingly dropping all of these as dog whistles for a fandom that you know is going to fight and fight dirty. I'm so sick of creators acting like they don't know what their fans do and they're not responsible for what their fans do, and then their friends being like, oh, they can't control what their fans do. I was gonna say you can't control it. You kind of can. You know what's going to happen when you say and do certain things. You're not new to this. You know, it'd be one thing if you just took off yesterday.
It's not being new. It's not being. If you come for me, I would talk about me in a second. I want to put myself in Adam's shoes. If there's someone coming out for me in Instagram posts and community posts and video with her friend who then comes out to say shit on Twitter and goes away, another person, a friend of a friend who also I have a friend. I have a friend. I have a question. Did Helloleesh knew about the Sixpence, about the video that the Sixpence was doing, the interview with Jen, since they're friends, like Jen and the Helloleesh are friends, did she know? Did she know about this? That's another question that we will never have an answer for. Pretty sure, because she will never answer probably. So I don't understand all this dragging of people and the saying people have mob mentality where we know if you come for me and I have a people who follow me, subscribers, fandom, whatever you want to call it, and they do listen to me and they do believe me, they will choose to do whatever they want to do. I won't be here like go and say, oh yeah, you go and do it. I will say my piece. I will say I don't like what you're talking about. I don't like how you're handling the situation. Then people can choose and do whatever they want. Obviously, don't go and spread hate. Don't go and we are adult people. We are smart people, but I cannot control what people do. I can control my emotions, and if my emotions are pretty heavy and hard on you because you are acting like not as a adult person, mature person in each and every single one video, the more we go on, or the more this video become more childish, more nonsense in my opinion, I will give you my piece. And then if people react to my emotions, it's not my responsibility. Maybe you should stop doing videos who are not helpful to anyone, mostly to you. I don't know. Also, Adam never addressed her ever. I'm pretty sure I made a lot of video on her, but maybe Adam talked about her in one video, the initial video where Jen and Helloleesh went on Adam, and that's it. Then he stopped, then he came back talking about Jen Dent. Over.
Like shit, I know my family was gonna do all that, but you know what they're doing. And yeah, so like also pick a lane. Is it like, girl, I don't know you, or is it we hate you? You know, which is it? Either or, it doesn't matter. But again, like you think about your integrity.
First things first, never heard I hate you. He said I don't know you, but I can also not know you and dislike you because of your takes. So there's two things can be true at the same time. So I don't understand.
as a creator and as a fandom if the things you're saying are not consistent. And that is my complaint. One of my largest complaints about this fandom is that the hypocrisy and the contradictions they are enraging. They are what's crazy making about all this. Well, that and the goalpost moving. Because as an example, like I heard you're best friends with Kodee Tyler. I heard that up and down. I saw that at least 3 places.
Speculations.
And so I said on at least 3 occasions, I'm not friends with Kodee Tyler. I don't know Kodee Tyler. Stop accusing me of being friends with Kodee Tyler. You would think that would be enough, right? In the real world, if that's what somebody's upset with you about, you clarify that and they go, oh, my mistake, didn't know, or this is where I heard that, whatever, but it's done, right? It's resolved. But then you say, no, I'm not friends with this person. And they go, well, you did comment on one of their posts. It's like, okay, yes, that happens when you don't know somebody. Yes, sometimes that happens. And then they go, okay, well, then you should know their backstory. And it's like, which is it? Which is it? Because you cannot win when somebody keeps moving the goalpost.
Okay, I do believe the fact that she doesn't know, she doesn't know them, and it's fair to comment on. I commented on lots of people posts and videos, whatever. That's okay. There's no problem on that. Just say it, because again, you make videos on everything, each and every single fart that happens. I'm pretty sure that this knowing who, because I'm pretty sure you know overall, because people told you in the comments, and since you read the comments and you talk about mob mentality, you know overall who Kodee is and what they did. So I'm pretty sure that this is pretty important to, if you don't know them, if you're fair and strong on this opinion because you don't know them and you're sure about this, just come forward and say it's not an obligation, but I'm pretty sure you should have this need to say, fuck these people, I don't know this person. I will go on video and say, fuck you, I don't know this person. Never associate me with this person. I don't know them. I don't know all the backstory, but for what I gathered from your comments, everything that happened, whatever, I don't like this person, whatever. Just say it. Is that so hard? Are we're making shorts about everything? Again, each and every single one of the farts that happens, but you cannot make a short of 30 seconds saying this. Also, not everyone reads posts and community posts and your Instagram stories.
And so eventually people stop trying. They stop trying to, and it's not just please you, but just like try to earn your, it's not trust, but like your friendship, your validation, your like,
no.
like deriving any sense of worth from what you believe of them. People are going to stop caring.
You associate, it's nothing of this. You associated yourself with a person, which is Dent. Dent came forward talking about what Gabbie Hanna did to her, behind the scenes, the fandom, the stands, Alyssa, Gracie, Prince, everyone. Okay. Jen was upset because of what happened with Adam, that same thing that did also Evangelina Skov, but for some reason, you and Jen pointed the finger only to Adam, which took down the videos and then made an apology 1 week later because he was working and traveling. Okay, this is the main focus. Perfect. You took your friend's side. Your friends is also associated with a pretty controversial person. So since you two went tandeming on Adam in videos, saying also the same exact phrases and making the same exact points, it's only fair for people to assume that you too are friends of Kodee Tyler. And in my opinion, I also would like to know if you're friends also, or you know the sixpence, whatever name that they have. So it's only fair for people to assume. And people came to your comments. They didn't make videos saying, yeah, this person did this, they associated with Kodee Tyler. No, they came to you to ask for clarifications. You didn't do that. So we are talking about nothing.
Out what that means, in terms of what you believe about them. So let's see. Sorry, my words are not great today. But yeah, it basically... Yeah, I'm just gonna stop caring. If I'm dealing with a group of people dedicated to misunderstanding me, then there's nothing that I can say to change anything. And so eventually you just have to give up and you have to stop caring and you move on, and then they stay like this and you just move on with your life. And I'm really looking forward to that time.
I need to put the phone on charger. Damn, technology.
I also, just as a note, want to note that there is a huge difference, just reminding myself of astronomical difference, if you know, you know. Huge difference between I don't want to talk about this topic, or even I don't care about this topic, and the versus it's unimportant. So to be clear, I never said that the Colleen Ballinger topic is unimportant. I have said that I don't want to talk about it. I have said it's half uninteresting and half skeeves me out. I have said it makes me uncomfortable. I have said it's confusing to me. I've said all these things. And I even said I have the right not to care because the real world does not know about the Colleen Ballinger story.
But the world should have known about the Elisa? The Elisa?
That's not, and that's why I call it's not required reading, is what I've said. You have to know what's going on in the real world. You don't have to know what's going on with Colleen Ballinger. You have to know what's going on with politics, or you should, but you don't have to know what's going on with Gabbie Hanna right now, or what she's done in the past, or even what she did to Dent, right? That's all YouTube chatter, and it's all optional reading. And I've told you all that my videos are optional.
So what? My brain hurts.
If you hate me, don't watch them. There's got to be something about me that you like. And that's also, if you saw my IG story where I mentioned at the very beginning, and I didn't go into it, I just mentioned, I was like, do you know that my little cousin has been living in a safe house in another state? I'm not going to say, because she is a victim of child sex trafficking. And the micro that I'm talking to right now started with like, girl, that's so gross to compare. And that's not what I even said in my post. That's not what I'm saying. That's not the point. The point is that there's stuff that goes on in the real world that is important, that we do need to pay focus to. This stuff, it may be important to your life, like Adam. It's important to his life. That's real life for him. And then if you're in some sort of fandom, then it's just your everyday. Your everyday is talking about those things. And that's optional reading that you have opted into, but it's not required for him.
Okay, so you can have a life with your family member doing through shit, but Adam was not supposed to have a life and a job and working at VidCon when he didn't answer right away to a video regarding Dent and Elisa, which also we are not required to know because the world is more important. There are more important things happening into the world. The Elisa and the Colleen and whatever, it's not important to know, but still Adam needed to do this. Can you understand the hypocrisy? Can you do you get it?
Anyone else. And also I think along those lines too, I mentioned to you that my little cousin has been in the safe house for several months.
I'm so freaking sorry, honestly. I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for what Dent went through, and I really hope that she's okay. Besides all the shitty, disgusting things she said, she did, the posts that are still on for fucking reason, I don't know. I'm sorry for what you went through. I'm sorry for everyone, honestly. I'm really sorry I'm sorry for Adam for what he went through, the harassment that he had and his fandom had from Dent and other stands of Dent. I'm sorry for everyone. But if you have a life, other people do have a life. So I don't understand why your life is more important to you, but you feel the need to come for other people's life and for other people's decisions and silence. But when you are silent and when you are not answering to people, your life is more important. Make it make sense, girl.
You don't, like, and that's okay. It's okay. Like I've mentioned that I've been raped. Do you care? Do we want to talk about that? There are other things that have happened that are.
I don't understand this. I don't like this. I don't like when people throw. I really don't like that. We're talking about Kodee freaking Tyler. We're talking about nothing, and you are throwing your family member life on like it's a fucking parade. You're throwing your horrible thing that happened to you around like it's a freaking parade. We are reducing everything to a joke because people wanted to know what's your involvement with Kodee Tyler. This is disgusting, in my opinion. Terrible.
important. Like, you would never tell me that those things are unimportant, but also you don't want to talk about them. And I'm not asking you to, but that's what I'm saying is there is a difference between this is unimportant and this is just not something I want to talk about right now. And I was even saying, as my example, Jeffree Star is somewhere doing something awful right now, but I don't care to talk about it. I don't. So yeah, I want to talk about, I want to
just throwing things into the discourse that it's not, we just needed as an audience, we just needed one answer, one.
State what I know now about Kodee Tyler, what I remember having known before, what I knew, my involvement, etc. So I've always known, or always as in like the past few years, I guess, since the whole toxic gossip train thing, I picked up that the Adam McIntyre fandom and Adam hate Kodee. Something bad happened there, at least according to Adam and his fans, which again, I'm going to reiterate. Considering how much Adam and his fans hate me, that in and of itself is not enough for me to believe that somebody did something terrible. When I say something bad happened,
okay, I'm not going to repeat myself. This is bullshit. We're talking. This is
like something bad happened between these people. I don't know that just based on that alone that this person did.
People told you in the comments, girl, don't act dumb. Don't act. I said, I do believe that you don't know this person, but people told you in the comments, because I read the comments, people told you. And since you like to talk about all the comments and the hate and the harassment that comes towards you, and you like to cherry pick the comments that people leave under your videos, posts, Instagram stories, you should also learn to read all the comments, at least not to cherry pick only the one that are useful for you, because people told you in the comments why Kodee is what it is for Adam and in the Adam situation. So, and most of all in the Jen situation, besides everything that went down for Adam, for Jen to associate herself with this person, people told you
something actually awful. I would later find out what they did, but we'll get to that.
Okay.
I knew that Adam and
so what are we talking about?
And then if I recalled correctly, Kodee was the whistleblower for the resurgence of the Colleen Ballinger situation, which, like, if I understand correctly, I can't believe I'm going through this. I don't care for this topic, but like, I think it was like 2023. Has it been that long? 2023?
You could also just say, I didn't know about them. Now I know about them. I will repeat myself saying, I don't know this person. I didn't associate with this person. And you can also say, I didn't want to know about them. I didn't care about this, but I did it for the sake of this video, to clear my name. I don't understand why we always decide the hardest way to do things. Is this because of the drama? Is this because you want to be part of the drama still? I don't understand. There's the easiest way possible to do this, but we are not choosing the easiest way.
2024, that Kodee Tyler was the whistleblower for the Colleen Ballinger situation, and then more information came out about really like inappropriate conversations and stuff like that, and then Adam was kind of vindicated in some sense, right? Is that more or less possibly? And so I've always like kind of known that, like, okay, so Kodee Tyler is the whistleblower, and I remember something about I needed a new laptop. So I did remember like that being like, I don't know if that was like a meme or a quote or a joke.
You don't know anything, but you know about the laptop. That's interesting. The most important part of the story, the laptop.
Or just a fact. But like, I also, like, in the back of my mind was always like, okay, they're the whistleblower on this whole situation, which kind of vindicated Adam, so I don't understand why they hate Kodee Tyler, but also, like, I don't care enough to.
Because of the meaning. You know about the laptop, but you don't know why people.
That's entirely what I knew about the Kodee Tyler situation. Any other details? Like, I want to say that they used to be Kodee rants, right? And kind of I hope that I don't sound stupid in that I'm actually correct, but they used to have like long hair. I want to say that they used to be Kodee rants, right? And kind of I hope that I don't sound stupid in that I'm actually correct, but they used to have like long hair and like wear a beanie and have like a commentary channel. Is that correct, or is that maybe somebody else named Kodee? And I just want to be clear.
Is this important?
I'm like so honest and thorough that if I miss a detail,
is this important for the story that they had long hair? What the fuck are we? Send help.
It's not completely precise and accurate what I'm saying. I'm gonna feel like I told a lie. So like also I think maybe that's that person, but I don't remember any of their takes on anything. But I do think I remember somebody who looked and sounded like that in the commentary space. But yeah, that is it. So when I say So when I say under their video, people can dislike you for whatever reason, but you're not wrong about Alyssa. First of all, that's not some hidden relic that one of you from Reddit uncovered somewhere. I brought that to your attention because I kept hearing that I was friends with Kodee Tyler, and so I went looking for where I commented on a Kodee Tyler post, video, whatever. So I searched Kodee Tyler, and I saw a reel, and the cover looked familiar, and I was like, oh yeah, I think I did watch this right after the Alyssa situation, or the Adams video about Alyssa, whatever. I didn't remember what I said, but I knew it was Alyssa related. And so, and it was people can dislike you for whatever reason, but you're not wrong about Alyssa, and then me complaining about Alyssa. That's still true. That doesn't, nothing about what I've learned, will learn, whatever, will change the fact that they can be disliked for whatever reason. They can be wrong for whatever reason. I didn't say that. I didn't say that because I didn't know if they were wrong about anything. But they were right about Alyssa. And that's all I cared about. And that's funny too, because going back to like how you don't need to know my life story because that doesn't need to be important to you. You don't need to care to talk about it. All of this started because of Alyssa, because of Adam's coverage of Alyssa. And I have not at any point asked that any of you know my backstory with Gabbie, Hanna, and her fandom. I can tell you that there are about 3 videos on my channel you can check out to really get to know more about like how
No, this all started because you and Jen demanded from Adam that before making a video, he needed to know everything, point per point, and all the things happened in your life, yours and Jen. Otherwise, he needed to just shut up and move on and do whatever he wanted to do because it was mining your story. His take, his video, who was taken down like the day late after, which I wasn't even able to look at because it was taken off some hours later, kinda. You demanded that. You demanded to everyone to know your story, which is also something that people are pointing out. You wanted everybody to know your story, but you didn't bother for a second to even know Adam overall story, not all the details, because there are a lot of, honestly, but to know also maybe why Kodee Tyler is so problematic. You don't want to be associated with this person, but you also don't. It's like saying, I don't want to know why this politician is terrible. People do associate me with this politician, but I don't care to know why this politician is terrible, why this politician is controversial. Girl, are we serious? There are people who you actually need to understand why they are what they are, why people are what they say they are. But most of all, you need to look for themselves to talk shit about themselves, because there are videos, there are live streams of Kodee Tyler acting like Kodee Tyler. So you don't need our take, you don't need Peter Monn, you don't need Fat Sajak, you don't need anyone's take on this. You just need to go and look up for their live stream. And not even I'm pretty sure there are shorts of this. You don't even need to watch like 2 hours of live stream. There are shorts. So don't.
Has behaved. There was one early on, but I wouldn't really necessarily count that one. There was like one where the thumbnail said like Gabbie do something or something like that. There was, of course, my more recent Alyssa video, and then here's what happened with Gabbie Hanna from my perspective or something like that. But also you don't need to, if you're not interested, if that's not, you don't need to go and catch up on that. And I just think it's funny that
but we did.
I need to know
Everybody did.
Why? This is about him and Alyssa. And I need to know about Kodee Tyler. Oh my God, do I need to know about Kodee?
An important video that I really suggest you to watch at is the Fat Sajak take on the first Dent video, because Fat Sajak was there. She knows everything that went on with the situation, because she was an auntie on the Gabbie Hanna's fandom, and she has beautiful takes. She has beautiful. She does reminisce a lot on who Alyssa was, who she also talks about Helloleesh, which is pretty important for the lore. So if you're interested, she talks about Helloleesh a little bit in the latest videos that she made. But yeah, we did. They say that people are acting like a mob mentality, but we didn't do our researches. We learned who these people are, what happened overall. We did it. So why are you doubling down, saying, yeah, it's not important for me to know who Kodee Tyler is? So just shut up already.
And when I would ask for details, I can't tell you how much my eyes would glaze over. Like, none of this makes sense to me, but I'm sure that's a little bit later in my notes. So yeah, I recognize that they were not liked around this space, like around Adam's channel. But I didn't know that they were necessarily wrong about anything. Did they enter my live chat? Maybe, I don't know. Did I respond? Maybe, I don't know. That's what happens when you don't know someone. And so if you want to point to what I said, if you want to show me screenshots or whatever, it might jog my memory. Just like, I was gonna say, just like looking at Codee's video in my comment jogged my memory. But it really just looked like I was really ranting, and I don't remember the specifics of saying what I did. But it's not gonna take any of it back, so that's not important. But if you want to point out what interactions Kodee and I had in my live chat, if they even happened, I don't know what good it's gonna do. Maybe it'll jog my memory. There's a freaking Yeah, and I don't know that it would do anything anyway. But so, like, what do I know now? I swear, I've asked a couple of people, can you tell me in 3 sentences or less what the problem is with Kodee Tyler? And I'm telling you, like, the person that I've spoken to most recently, they really are trying. But I asked that question, and it was like a big game of telephone. I swear this is what it all sounds like to me. It's like, well, Kodee, and this is not like exactly what they said. This is what it sounds like to me. So from my memory, this is what it sounds like. Well, Kodee had some evidence and proof that backed up the claim that Adam was sexually groomed by Colleen, but then took it away and denied that it happened. And then, so people didn't believe Adam, and then they didn't, and then they came forward, and then they did have the proof. And then, so then people did believe him, but then they made a video.
Why it's other people's responsibility for you to know a story of someone that you are actually and actively talking about on your channel without even knowing their story, but pretending that this person knows your story. So you don't want to go and look up for their story, but they should do that for you. And when people actually demand you, it's a whole freaking circle of things. And she's willingly at this point, because in my opinion, this person is doing this because she knows what she's doing. She's just willingly rage baiting and willingly using someone else's story. At this point, she's also using Kodee Tyler's story, in my opinion, because she's talking about Kodee Tyler without knowing them, but she's talking about them, calling them kind of in the discourse. She using Kodee Tyler and Adam McIntyre's story to just making videos. Because again, as I said, you could have made just 10 minutes, a maximum 10 minutes video on this whole freaking situation, saying, I don't freaking know this person, I don't know. If you really don't care to know this person, you don't want to be associated with, even after everything that went wrong with Jen, it takes you 5 minutes. Top, 10 minutes top to do that. So, yes.
That said Adam was a liar and wouldn't back up Adam. And I'm just like, can you give me a concrete thing that a person did? And then this is what happened, because I've heard this part 2 times now. One of my friends said, I think this might have happened, and then this person also said it. So this stuck out. Oh, by the way, also, Kodee wrote fan fiction, sexual in nature, that involved a minor in the fandom. Full stop. That's the part that matters. Oh my God, you guys, that's what matters. If that happened, and sadly, this is what I'm saying, I'm going to have to look into that, to corroborate it, to fact check it, to see if it actually happened and what the details are, because I'm sorry to the fan that I've been talking to, you've been great, but I'm dealing with the Adam McIntyre fandom, and now I know that I can't take anything you guys say at face value. That's what's happening to your integrity. So, but if that's true, oh my God, why is that not the one sentence? Why does it have to be this big game of telephone about this happened to Adam, then they were believed that...
Girl, that's a you problem. If you don't believe people's integrity on things that you can easily Google by yourself, that's a you problem. It's not my responsibility. It's not Adam's responsibility. It's not the Makers as a fandom responsibility to teach you and to educate you. You can educate yourself. You're adult enough to be on YouTube. You are adult enough to use Google. So yeah, this is cringe as fuck. This video is cringe as fuck, honestly. I am
not believed, and then they said they believed, and then they said Adam was lying, and then they had evidence, and then they didn't. And then I started getting invested just enough to try to understand, like, if there were group chats or whatever that I said, and then I was trying to make sense of it with this person, and they probably answer me right now. But I was like, so are you saying? I'm trying to make sense of it all. I was like, I need like concrete statements. Are you saying that there were inappropriate conversations between Colleen and her child fans, and Kodee was involved in those conversations?
By the way, can I say that I'm really sorry for this person who had a conversation with this woman, adult, grown-ass woman who doesn't know how to Google. If you find yourself having again this conversation, just send a video of Kodee admitting to everything. Time saving. Pretty sure that this person will say, I don't have the time to watch this video. Just give me a TLDR, as you were paid for. You're not using your free will, and also if you are saying I'm not interested at all in knowing this story, why are you using a person who's good enough, because the markers are bad, but this person used their time to help you understand the situation that you don't want to understand because you don't want to look up for yourself. This person said, and you are actually bashing this person, saying, they said so many things, I just wasn't interested, or that didn't make sense. It doesn't make freaking sense what Kodee did. Trust me, it doesn't. this is the mean girl. This is the mean girl effect. That you are more important, you are above everyone's story, and other people need to educate you because you are too important to actually know this story, but you are still talking about this story. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Just shut up. Just shut up. Just then you say people are mean to me. Girl, you published this video. Probably thinking, yeah, this is the piece. This is the most important piece of my life. This video is just exposing your willing power to be ignorant. You are flashing your ignorance and the fact that you are not willing to understand and to be teachable, and to same thing that you said to Adam is not teachable. Adam needs to learn how to be teachable. People were using their time, their free time, to help you understand the situation in order also probably to actually make peace, to give you context, so you knew. I can see the good thing, like this person probably was saying, I'm doing a good thing, helping this person out so they understand the situation, and you are actively doing this, proudly making this video.
That Kodee was involved in the inappropriate and sexual in nature conversations that Colleen was having with her fans. Is that what you're saying? Like, I need you guys to be like concrete and direct. And here's the thing, I can't make that.
Why
I
I
can't
need to be direct?
stuff like be concrete, be direct, make sense. I can't make you guys.
I don't need to give you anything. I don't need to give you answers. I don't need to. You have freaking internet to publish this shitty video. You can do that by yourself.
Do that. So I've just learned that like there's something about the way that people talk about this story that is weird to me. And I'm sorry, but like so and so believes so and then kind of didn't back up so and they didn't share the proof that they had of group chats and that's uninteresting to me. They wrote fan fiction that was sexual in nature involving a minor. That's interesting in the worst way to me. So that's why I say like it's half uninteresting to me and half just skeeves me out. And most of it is because it makes me uncomfortable because I don't understand what the fuck people are trying to say until they say something crazy like that, and it's always an afterthought. So yeah, so be angry with me when I say I don't want to talk about the Colleen Ballinger situation unless you want to talk about the Trent aspect. Because what I do know, or what I do remember, is hearing that Trent Ballinger was engaging in what I would consider, allegedly, this is what I heard, but what I would consider basically like digital statutory artwork, you know, of a fan that named Oliver. Years ago when they were, if I were to take a stab at it, like 13, 14, 15, I don't know, but definitely still a child. And that's just the thing about this story is that, I'm sorry, Adam, like I'm sorry that you went through what you went through. Like there are certain details I remember, like the whole like social.
So you are only interested in this thing, from what I can gather, these are just my opinions. You are only interested in this situation when there's actually an actual situation with a minor, but you don't care when a grown-ass person withdrawn for 3 years informations that would validate a minor story over a celebrity, a freaking huge celebrity that they were groomed and used and worked for this person for free. You are only interested, your mind goes ding 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 only when you hear actual interaction, actual convictions. Again, that's your problem, girl. That's your problem. And you are here throwing your family member and your personal story around, such as like the debate for people to excuse you and excuse your. No, I don't excuse this. You are making really problematic statement, and I'm really glad that I'm reacting to this video because it sucks. It's disgusting, and people need to know what type of person you are. I'm sorry. I'm just glad that this video has only, but still 5,000 people. It's a lot. I'm really glad that this video has only 5,000 views because, dude, you are reaching for the lowest low. Jesus.
The intern thing, and like it sucks. Like I would have been pissed about those things too, but like I don't know that every single detail is awful on the same scale as something like that. And so that's I think another reason that I'm like I want to opt out of this conversation, because while I can agree that like Adam did not deserve a lot of the things that happened, I'm like, why are we not focusing on these other things?
You are not focusing. We were here for Adam. We were here listening to everyone side of the story. We were here watching the freaking 2 hour live streams of that person crying like crazy and trying to make the watch time to buy a freaking laptop, which now they're saying that they still have the 10 years old laptop. Okay, was it worth it to make a joke of yourself on live streams? Okay. This is awful, Jesus. I didn't expect this level of stupidity. It's also making me really, really angry as a woman. Hearing another woman talk so little about a so heavy situation that someone took their time to explain her, and she's still doubling down. She is still, but when it was about her story and her being harassed and Jen being harassed and everything that went wrong, they were so hyped up, they were so into that. But when it's about someone else's story, this is the take that they have. I hope there's someone will save this video, because I'm pretty sure this video will go down. This needs to be her legacy at this point. It really needs to be her legacy. In my opinion.
I think that hopefully that kind of explains to people, anyway, the people that that honestly, like I say, in good faith come to get answers, to kind of understand why I say, like, I don't want to talk about it, at least in the capacity that, like, people talk about it online. I can't follow it. I can't follow the telephone aspect of it, and then the fact that the things that really matter, in my opinion, are just afterthoughts is just crazy to me. And the fact that I'm the only person who I hear saying this is crazy makes me feel crazy. You get that? Like, the fact that everybody wants to talk about this and that, she said, he said, and then support here, and then claim that they didn't believe in them, blah, 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 that's interesting to these people online. I feel like the crazy one for saying, why aren't we talking about this shit where, children were sexualized? And I mean, like, intentionally and very overtly, not some of the things that were just, like, more
Someone just told you that this was another important aspect of Kodee Tyler. People are commenting under their videos and their shorts, even if I'm pretty sure that the comments were deleted. People were talking actively under Dent's comments, and if you go on the freaking doc, you will see that people were commenting saying Kodee Tyler is problematic for this and this, and Jen was doubling down. People are actively still, after 3 years, talking about this. You are the one who's not talking about this. You are the one also only focusing on this, leaving out all the other things. You are the one making everything up. We know everything. We know all the backstory. We know all the details. Maybe not each single one of them, but we know it.
That might have gone this way or that way. I'm not diminishing anything that happened in that situation. Obviously, I'm not the person to go to for that information. I'm just saying there is stuff out there that is very clearly sexual predation on children that we're just tacking on as afterthoughts. So that's why I don't want to talk about the Colleen Ballinger stuff.
I just saw that before this. I showed you that Ada made a video about this. I didn't watch it. I cannot imagine. And this is the point where I say, if in that video Adam is but nicknaming this person and going off on this person is legit. This person is acting like the freaking Regina George, saying that she doesn't need to know anything. She's not interested in anything. She's just interested only when we're talking about actual situations with minors. But besides all the rest, like the grooming and whatever, it's not important. It's not interesting enough. And people talking to her and giving her explanation, they are so confusing. You need to be more precise. You need to quote me. You need to give me the link. Like, am I freaking ChatGPT? The demanding, the feeling so important to use other people's time besides using your own, to do researches on things that you are actively talking about and then acting like this. This is a whole freaking crew of screw up people, in my opinion. This is a team of really problematic people, honestly. It sucks. It sucks that they do have a platform, in my opinion. It sucks that there are people I saw in this comments before watching this, I saw that there are people saying I'm not an Adam fan, but after this I'm not. I was your fan. That after this video I'm not your fan anymore. I'm just glad about that, honestly. Same thing that we say about Gabbie Hanna. I think it would be hypocritical to apply it only to Gabbie Hanna. This type of thing, I don't want to say in some way, I don't know. I don't know how to say it properly, also because English is not my first language, but this feels as a little bit as a harassment. I don't know how to explain it properly, so I'm sorry if I'm not using words correctly. But when you feel entitled enough to make videos on someone and demanding this person to give you their time and their attention, but you are not willing to not only do the same thing that you are saying you want to be done to you, but also you double down on their story and you only want to focus on something. This feels like harassment. This feels like a belittling someone else's story. This feels like belittling fan who come in your DMs and try to help you out. And this feels belittling everyone besides you, your story, and your cousin, family member, whatever story. So you are the only important person. The other people do not matter until you hear the actual situation. The rest, it's not important. The rest, it's not interesting for you enough.
To hold that against me forever, like, okay, I'm gonna hold it against you that you don't, that's an afterthought to you all. Except for I know that this is like something that Adam went through personally, and so he's going to care about things in a different way. But I'm not a fan of Adam. And that's also the other thing too. If I wanted to sit at your popular kids table, I would be a mucker. Like, makes sense already, dude. And did I already say this? Like, you can't do the whole, like, I don't know her, and then also, like, hate me at the same time. I didn't mean to come across so angry in this video, but I'll shower for 30 minutes. It's a good thing I didn't try to make
You're angry.
yeah, the things that I think are your smoking gun are just afterthoughts, so I don't know what to focus on. I don't get it. I think I said it's the same with Trent. Okay, like you guys wanted me to talk more about Swoop. Okay, let's talk about Swoop. This is not all of my thoughts on Swoop, but why is it that we spent, I think, 3.5 hours talking about how Johnny Silvestri was like a liar and Clout Goblin or whatever, a private individual, mind you. Like, he could be a shitbag, but there's only so much attention we should pay to private individuals.
Private what? He was making videos, TikTok. He was touring with Colleen Ballinger. He was actively he had fans. He was in tiny chats too. He was on stage with Colleen Ballinger, touring with her. Is that a private individual? I'm a private individual too at this point. I'm so private, so freaking just shut up. Again, talking about nothing that you know. You keep talking about things that you don't know, that you don't care to know enough, but you are spreading this shit up like it's your freaking Bible, and people cannot come for you in the comments because you don't know. Just shut up. Just shut up. And she's angry. Okay.
I just realized something. Okay, time out. So we spent 3.5 hours talking about Johnny Silvestri and how he's a shitbag who lied, And what I hear is that Swoop didn't address the Trent aspect of it because, like, she lacked resources, time, etc., something like that. And then somebody else.
I'm pretty sure, again, talking about nothing, I'm pretty sure, and this is just my opinion, a lot of people who came forward after Adam and after Johnny, after Becky and after Ella, a lot of these people were actually private people, private citizens. The fact about Trent, if you made just a little research about this situation, Jesus fucking Christ, you would have known also that I'm pretty sure, you let me know in the comments, guys, because I know you know, but I'm pretty sure that when Swoop made the doc, Oliver was still a minor, or he was just a little bit out, like he was barely 18-ish. Also, Oliver has always been a really private person, and I'm pretty sure I'm sorry if I hope I'm using the right pronoun here. I will use they. I'm pretty sure they probably just spoke with Adam about something, and they shared, uh, when everything went wrong, they shared their screenshot with Adam. Or was it Johnny? Maybe it was Johnny that shared those. Someone shared those messages, which were, and I'm pretty sure Swoop didn't went through the story because to take down a fucking predator, to take down a PDF file, you need resources, you need a freaking legal team, and you need to bring the victim and to make interviews, and you need to the victim also needs to be aware of the consequences. And there's a I'm not a legal person. I just know stuff. I'm also Italian. I don't know mostly anything. I only watched Emily D. Baker. But I know that to make things like that, we're not talking about grown-ass persons, grown-ass people such as Johnny Silvestri and Joshua David Evans and Colleen Ballinger and then Adam McIntyre. We're talking about minors. And probably Oliver was not the only victim. So maybe to do a freaking research on that could have brought down more minors. Can you understand the proportions of this thing? Can you understand that maybe Oliver didn't want to go through this? Are you actually I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be, but are you actually dumb? Are you so self-focused that you cannot understand that a freaking minor who went through that doesn't want their story spread around? I'm speechless.
Said actually there's a rumor, or some people are saying, or Adam said, that he's a private individual, so she could be venturing into like defamation territory. Which, like, for one, just say that, because that sounds a lot better than I didn't have time, didn't have the energy, didn't have the resources. The same way that this all started by me saying all Adam had to do was say I took that video down about Alyssa because I got it wrong and I was mistaken. Sounds a lot better because.
So you just made a video where you said Swoop is the next one to be taken down because in your opinion Swoop didn't address well why she didn't want to make a whole nother freaking documentary on Oliver, which was a minor who was groomed and actually cyber, I don't want to even say the word, it's so you're just disappointed this Swoop didn't give you all the gory details of why she didn't want to make a documentary on this situation. You were just upset at this. Also, I'm pretty sure that you don't know anything about the Colleen situation. You don't know anything about this just rang the bell in my brain. You don't know anything, but you know that Swoop said that we won't talk about the Oliver situation because of this, and this reason, which probably was 2 seconds in 4 episodes of a documentary. This is interesting. You don't know anything, but you know that. Are we joking? Are we actually joking?
Is a lot better because it's the truth. But also, isn't Johnny a private individual?
Also, poor Oliver catching strays from this woman out of nothing, out of just disappointment in Swoop, and also you saying Swoop is the next one in line to go down. Using words like it's freaking fried chips.
So then again, it still doesn't make sense to me why we focus on this but not that. Is it easier to focus on the little details?
But I don't care what you think. It's more important.
Crimes? Like, why aren't people in jail? Like, or why is that not even part of the conversation? I need to move on. It's okay.
Okay, same thing. Why Gabbie Hanna is not in jail after everything she did? We don't care about what you think. We don't care about your takes on who should be in jail, who should be. You should know better than anyone else, better than people who were minors, that the law system requires a lot of money. And also to take down celebrities takes even more money.
that much more anyway. I was saying that, and one of my friends said, it doesn't matter what I say, it doesn't matter if I make this video. People are going to be convinced that Jen, Kodee, and I are secretly friends, plotting Adam's downfall.
Listen, woman, I'm going to tell you something, because since if someone calls you girl, you don't like it. Woman, I'm going to tell you something. I don't give a flying fuck if you are friends with even the freaking Pope. I don't give a fuck if you're friends with the Pope. I just give a fact about the fact that you're talking about things that you don't know, that you are not willingly to know, that you belittle people that were there to help you to know. You keep talking about things that you don't know, bringing even more people in your freaking salad of confusion. Personally, I can tell you that I'm freaking tired to listen to your... I honestly didn't want to watch this video, but then I said, I'm actively talking about Helloleesh and everything that she said, everything, her videos. I think it's only fair to kind of close this chapter at this point. Also, she was supposed to talk about Kodee Tyler, which was like 2 seconds of this 50 minutes video. She's pouring every single one of the people in the salad. Swoop, Oliver, Trent, I don't know, the post guy, the delivery guy, everyone in this salad, because to actually talk about yourself requires a little bit of courage, and a little bit of balls or ovaries. I personally have one ovary, but I can tell you that if you were here just to clear your name, it would take like 5 minutes. You are bringing all these people in your freaking plot, and it's disgusting. It's disgusting. I'm sick and tired of this person, honestly. I'm just going to let her talk for the next, I don't know, 10 minutes. It's part 2. I'm just going to let her talk and give the final opinions at the end. Sorry.
With Jen, like, which is funny because I openly commented with Jen, like I openly communicated with Jen publicly, called her my friend on a number of occasions, openly, and she was very openly friendly with Kodee. So why would this aspect, like, what? Why would, like, I just, like, when have I ever had a secret friend? When have I ever had a secret? Now's the time where people who know me, who followed me for years, can join in. When have I ever been able to keep a secret? The one time that I had to issue an apology to someone in this space because something I did wrong was because I was told to keep a secret and I didn't. I'm not good for it. So I'm not good for secrets. I'm not good for lies. Anyway, that said, like, also, I haven't even heard from Jen. Like, I don't even know if Jen and I are still friends. I told you guys that I did my part. I disavowed the things that she was saying on Twitter, and if she said anything like that anywhere else. But I also said I would check in on her. I tried to do that. I haven't heard from Jen since before the weekend, maybe the beginning of this past weekend, because I remember reaching out to tell her to please be ready to watch mine and Cassie's podcast episode. By the way, that podcast is meant to be mine, and Cassie was a guest because she wanted to record while visiting, and so we did a beta testing, a test run episode. It wasn't meant to be mine and Cassie's podcast, but hearing how much people are hating on that from the Mucker community, I think maybe I might actually go through with that podcast, and I think maybe I'll make Cassie a part-time co-host. Anyway, like, Jen, if you see this, I hope you're doing okay. Spence, I don't even know you. I hope you're doing okay. I hope everybody is recovering and doing what they need to do, regardless of how wrong you might have been in this situation. I don't know if Jen hates me. Me fight with Adam, who hates her fans. Fighting. Jen might hate me, who is fighting with Adam, who hates her fans. Fighting. I don't know. Fans are, Jen might hate me, and Adam hates me, and fighting with Adam's fans, and all over Alyssa, and Alyssa hates me, and...
I'm pretty sure you don't hate yourself enough to make this video. You should really have a little bit of self-respect before making this video, because this video is really shit. I hope that Jen is okay. I hope Spencer is okay. I don't know if we are still friends. Oh, baby, you can go ahead and be friends, because birds, how do you say in English? Birds of a feather. Go for your friendship. Go stand for your friends. Go and do another whole freaking sessions of videos standing for yourself.
Jen, and probably Adam at this point, and all these people, everybody's fighting and everything, and now Gabbie is somewhere off, just eating popcorn, enjoying all of this, being offline. She had to do no work, and I think that's funny. I know people are talking about that, but like to this degree, I didn't think this would happen. Like when it was on a smaller scale, I was like, calm down. Like we're allowed to criticize Adam McIntyre, or Adam McIntyre can criticize Jen. Like we should be allowed to do that. But on this scale, this is crazy. Somebody said, why doesn't Helloleesh just F all the way off like Jen and Spence did? maybe because I didn't do anything wrong. But also, I don't need to F all the way off. You can just opt out of watching my videos. Like, I don't understand how many times some of you need to be told that this shit is optional. I haven't heard from Jen, but also 19 hours ago, Adam put out a video saying Jen Dent won't stop. So did she F all the way off, or will she not stop? I'm curious about that, but I won't be watching Adam's video. And also, just in regards to all of this, if I were such a liar, because, you believe that I am conspiring with Jen and Kodee, one of whom I've never spoken to privately, and the last time I spoke to was either in that comment in that video or in my live chat if I responded to them, if you guys say I did. The other person was my friend, which, by the way, we used to be friends, then we weren't talking for a long time. We picked up right after the Alyssa situation happened. Haven't heard from her since, I want to say, like, Friday or Saturday.
Okay.
But if I were such a liar, why wouldn't I just...
So they are actually friends. Oh my god, what is this? Terrible. So they are friends with... She's friends with Spencer. Okay. This makes sense. Everything makes sense, But at this point, you can be openly... you said... I believe you when you said that you are not friends with Kodee. But honestly, go for it. Go for it. Make a beautiful club of... horrible humans, horrible people. Go for it and enjoy. This is a nightmare. Really escaped a freaking nightmare. People hate me. No. I don't hate you. I'm actually really disgusted about Eric. Disgust is a word. It's not hate. I don't give a fuck. I didn't know you before. I won't know you in a week. You can do you. Go ahead with that podcast, which I'm pretty sure people said that podcast is with a minor. Go ahead, enjoy your time, enjoy yourself. Do you? Okay.
To try to explain myself to you guys. I just... What did I even write here? Present info to you. Yeah, like, you guys are taking information that I'm bringing to you, and then you're bringing it again and being like, thinking it's a gotcha. But like, as an example, like my comment under Kodee's video, I'm the one who brought that forward and said, this is what I said on Kodee's video. And then Reddit goes, this is what Helloleesh said on Kodee's video, as if I don't know, or as if, like, you got me. Like, if I were a liar, wouldn't I have, like, tried to scrub that? I went and found it. I could have deleted it. Like, I don't do shit like that because I'm an honest person. Honest people don't have to tell you they're honest. Whatever. Like, if you guys are calling me a liar, then why don't I just lie to get out of all of this shit, to make more money, to, like, I'll just spin stories and just, like, well, like, my life is crazy enough. I really don't have to do that. It's crazy enough in ways. Otherwise, I've been enjoying life. This has, like, been such a stain on a summer that's been so wonderful, and hopefully I'll get that back. But just to briefly touch on some other things too, like, another person was like, when talking about, like, all the ways that I've hurt Adam, you used a basketball analogy to talk about taking Adam down, and I was like, what? And then they showed me, and it was Jen reposting my video, my one video that's public on my page about Adam, and said, thanks for the layup, I'm going to complete the shot. I think that's what she said. And, like, that came from me and her talking in private. It's an inside joke, but, like, it was about the fact that we both came back to YouTube at the same time. We both have similar sized platforms, and we were both, like, coincidentally making videos at the same time, not realizing that the other was making a video. So, like, we put out, like, a video, there would be a live premiere, and then she put out a video with a live premiere, and then people are like, this is a twofer, like, that's another joke you need. Here's a twofer. And it would be completely by accident. And so I remember that was what I was saying. It's kind of like, here, like, I'm going to prime our, because we had a lot of overlap, obviously. So it's like, here, I'm going to make a video and get them all ready for them to watch your video. That's it. And like, I don't need to lie about that because it's there in the video where I say something along the lines of, like, I don't have a problem with Adam, like, he's fine. And I think Jen said in that video, I don't have a problem with Adam, I like him. So why would we be saying in these videos, like, I don't have a problem with Adam, he's fine, I like him, if we're, like, coordinating a takedown? We don't have to pretend to like people. We really don't. There's nothing to get out of it. Also, yeah, I think, like, you guys bring forward the things that I say.
You can say something with your mouth, but you can actually do the opposite with your actions. Just a thought there. It's almost over.
Things I said, like me saying Adam's time will come. Girl, I told you all of your insults start with girl, you're as subtle as a sledgehammer. Because I said Adam's time will come. By the way, in case you've heard that out of context, that's something that's been going around this fandom out of context. Holy shit, it's 42 minutes and I've got to do a Patreon live in an hour. Yeah, I talked about, I will say there was one part of this I wasn't clear enough about. I did say that Adam, to me, seems like somebody who is a bit egotistical, and I'm not gonna take that back. That would be a lie if I told you that's not what I meant. That is what I meant. And I did say that this is a really easy situation to show your integrity. This is a really easy situation just to learn from, to show that you can be teachable. So easy. I think it's comparable to Gabbie Hanna, and I'm sorry there's so many comparisons to Gabbie Hanna, but there's so much behavior that's similar to Gabbie Hanna's. If you want me to talk about that in a separate video, maybe I will. But Gabbie is very similar to, like, Gabbie Hanna and the Bianca Devin situation. Of course, there you're dealing with a murder victim, but still, it was a simple human error. It was just a mistake. And she was able to come forward and say, I'm sorry, which, again, I don't think you need to say if it's a genuine human error. I think it's good form. But in this situation with Adam, since it wasn't as big of a deal, I didn't think he needed to make an apology. I think that just saying, hey, I was mistaken about this would have been enough. And I said, the fact that he's not taking that opportunity it's a little concerning. I don't think I said that, but I said, yeah, that, then his time's going to come where he's going to have a harder fall. Because it's going to take something bigger than that to check himself. and that time's going to come. It does for everybody. And that's why I said what I didn't clarify is that because it happens to just about everybody, but especially I think people around his age. And what I oftentimes say when I talk about, and I mentioned the Dunning-Kruger effect, Paige said I didn't need to do a whole psychoanalysis. It wasn't meant to be a whole psychoanalysis, it's legitimately just how I think. And when I talk about the Dunning-Kruger effect, and I specifically talk about people at around that age, I say, I remember being 20 and knowing everything. And I've said that, and you guys know about, my interactions with Cassie. When I talk to her in private, I tell her, you're reaching an age where you're going to feel like you know everything. And here's the thing, you're not wrong. Go forward, believe the things you believe, be principled in the things that you believe, but know that as you get older, you're going to go through a series of life events that are going to humble you, and they're going to make you a hypocrite. They're going to challenge all the things that you believed about the world, and hopefully you learn your lessons, and you might come back to all the same conclusions.
If you never saw a Helloleesh video, this is the I'm going to teach you moment, because you know nothing and you need to be teachable, and I am going to do the professor here while I'm actively acting like someone that doesn't want to know anything, and you need to leave me the fuck alone. So yeah, this is that. There's always a point in our video, and this is the point. I'm so tired at this
So
point.
you're going to come back to the same conclusions with a different understanding and more from life experience versus conceptual, basically. And so that's what I mean when I say I remember being 20 years old and knowing everything. And I think that that's where Adam is. The other thing too is that Adam's brain isn't done developing. And don't get offended by that. That means that he's just going to get better from here. But again, there's so much unearned confidence right now. Like I wouldn't have said that before because I didn't have such a negative opinion of Adam. But there's just a lot of, I'm telling you, the cards in Savannah are the worst. There's just a lot of confidence in the things that he knows and believes and stuff like that with very little humility. I understand some of your friends say that you are very humble, but I don't see it. I haven't seen it. And I did say, and I'm not taking it back, I did say that, I have said that with a few creators, it's happened in 6 months, and then they become canceled. But I was like, but when it does happen, I'm going to be there to say I told you so. And part of that comes from because when I talk about these things, and then the audience is like, shut up, don't talk about that anymore. Oh my God, I will shut up about it. Oh my God, this whole situation with Adam is being dragged on because you're making a second video about it. Then, okay, if you tell me to shut up and then something happens, then I'll be like, it's already happened with at least 2 creators by now. But going back to me saying like Adam's time will come, a few people have said that. And I even, I was nice about it. I related to my own experiences, dude. I related to my experiences, especially as somebody who, I went through a very humbling experience. Try being an alcoholic and then getting sober. That is the most humbling thing that a person can go through, probably. It is it is the definition of a humbling experience. And so I related to my life experience in order to be.
We're talking about getting getting sober, pairing it with being a person online who talks about drama, online drama, and Adam needs to be humbled again with this phrase, but also the confidence that, and this is the main problem. I said it. It's the envy and it's the confidence that Adam has, and I'm pretty sure that sometimes it can get perceived as cockiness, him being so confident. But I'm pretty sure that when you are confident in your statements, confident in your truth, because if you followed Adam, and this is something that I always think about, his story, his takes on things never changed. And if he changes his opinion, he's the first one admitting it and saying it. He's cocky sometimes, he's, confident, and I am really, really happy for him that he's like that, because with this kind of people, with Jen, with Gabbie, Hanna, with Joshua David Evans, if you have in front of you a person with no confidence, and no confidence means to be to believe in yourself, not the confidence in to faking that you believe in yourself and you are cocky and you act like you have confidence, but in reality you don't have it. I'm pretty sure that if they had someone in front of them without any confidence, that person would have been obliterated from the planet Earth. And I'm really, really glad and really, really happy that Adam has confidence and that he believes in himself, in his fandom, in whatever he has around him, in his family. I'm really, really happy, because with this kind of people, you really need that. You really need to believe in yourself, because these people will reverse reality so many times to confuse you and they will say a bunch of words, crazy words. They will try to come and say that you need to be humbled when they are clearly not humbled enough, that they think that they are so important that people go in their comment asking for clarifications. And at this point, I'm really, really wondering if the time comes for anyone, when will your time come to be humbled and to be cancelled, and to be to understand that maybe your words are not so important, your takes are not so important. Just my opinion. These are only my opinion. At this point, I have been really, really fair to Helloleesh. If you go back and watch the first videos, I came to this video really open-minded as always, but all her takes, and I don't know, the more she goes on with the videos on Adam, the more she becomes bitter, she becomes cocky, she becomes feels like that she knows better than everyone. She becomes the professor more than everything. I can teach you, but you cannot teach me because I'm not interested in what you have to say. It's disgusting. My opinion, disgusting. So honestly, unless something really, I'm going to say it now, unless something really, 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 really big happens and something that I really feel the need to cover, same thing that I said about Jen and Kodee and whatever, I'm not going to give up even my small platform to these people, because people who act like this do not deserve any views, any interactions. In my opinion, she can have her platform, I don't care, but I don't want to be part of the exposure, let's say. So that's it.
Respectful in the way that I delivered that. Like, your time's going to come where you're going to be taught a difficult lesson in life, but it's okay because it happens to most young people. It happened to me, especially around my sobriety. But now it's like, what do I need to, like, what good does it do for me to try to deliver things respectfully if this is how it's going to be taken? The only reason that I'm going to continue keeping a certain level of respect is because it's what I believe in. And all of that said, just looking back at all of this, that Helloleesh has the power to make all of these people hate Adam McIntyre, who has 500,000, like, right? 500,000 versus 35K. What's that, like 16, 17 times my size, my channel size, something like that. Like, that I have the power to do that. That this basketball analogy is about a takedown, but it's veiled because we're saying we don't mind him in those videos. And I'm saying Adam's time will come. And even though I'm like, and here's the reason I believe that and relate it to my experience, but it's actually foreboding and ominous and threatening and intimidating. And I'm being as subtle as a sledgehammer, and that me and Jen and Kodee are all plotting behind the scenes for this massive takedown of Adam McIntyre. If you genuinely believe that, oh my God, I'm not going to convince you otherwise. I might say, bullshit, I don't think you believe it. And if you don't believe it, then you know that it's all bullshit. You know that when people say that, it's bullshit. You know that. So it's either this, it's either one of two things. You either believe it, or let's say you either don't believe it. You know that it's bullshit. You know that people are just spinning stories to make me look worse. When you know, or you believe that I have told the truth, or you believe it, and you're just gonna have to live in fear for the rest of, until that time comes. Until that time comes, that Jen and Kodee and I conspire to take Adam McIntyre down, if that day ever comes. So I guess enjoy that week. Thanks.
I don't believe that plan, honestly, and also if that plan was ever something between all the four, because I will include the sixpence inside. If that plan was ever a thing, you all four failed miserably, and this should be a lesson for everyone, honestly. So again, with the thinking that people, please don't give her these ideas, because she will think more highly of herself and her friends. It's not, girl, really, it's not. Also, who was going to teach her that she's saying dude, as Gabbie Hanna says dude every single time. She also called her Ken dude, and dude is like girl, but a little bit better, a little bit more, classy, in my opinion. Yeah. Everything was terrible. I really do hope that this person will fade into the oblivion with her small how many followers does she have? Because she, and Gavin said it, this is why I believe Gavin, because you can believe someone when things that this person says are corroborated in the reality, in videos, on message, whatever. She has 34,000. Am I subscribed? No. I don't know when I did. Oh my God. Yeah, I unsubscribed. I want to make it very clear. Didn't know about that. she's really, really caught on the fact that Adam is bigger than her, and she's a poor lady, but Adam is the bad guy. Listen, you do you. It seems that every time she opens her mouth, she knows everything, and people around her know nothing. So you stay with your thoughts, with your poor takes on everything, and I'm going to leave this here because I'm drained, honestly. Every time I watch a freaking video from this woman, I come out drained, mentally, physically, in my spirit. So yeah, let me know what you think about this. I'm sorry for the inconvenience of the switching from the iPad to the phone, but my computer, I miss my computer so much. They will tell me on the 17th if there's something that we can do, but they already told me it's dead, and until I will have, I'm broke. I won't have money. Until I will have something, thanks to you and thanks to you watching my videos, maybe, just maybe, I will be able to reach the Google, not Google, YouTube giving you like 5 cents. So maybe with those 5 cents, I would be able to buy myself a new computer. I don't know. I really miss my computer. I really miss OBS. But yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much to everyone who joined. Please leave your opinions. Please remember, if this is the second thing that you watch from me, you need to subscribe, you know. No, you don't need to do anything. Thank you so much, and we'll see each other very, very soon. Bye.